Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They start the drive with Cook.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On play action, Cousins. Slide, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. And this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Now Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
From the 16, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On play action, they'll throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Jackson.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action now. Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. In motion left is Watkins. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And Jackson throwing once more.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
4th down, here's Jackson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Guns!
Here's Cook again.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Hey, no, easy.
They go play action. Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They run the counter with Cook. And some room to work. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook, 59 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On 3rd down, Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Fourth down, Cousins. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he stopped immediately there.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. There's Robinson showing the flash.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Jackson now. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Good routes here.
Throwing is Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Finding room at midfield.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
102 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Go ahead.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Now a give running right, it's Cook.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing, Jackson.
And that's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape ball over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him out to the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now Jackson.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
They find some open field here. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.